Hi, everybody, and thank you for being here today. I am Jeanette from Battlefield Artisans. Jeffrey is under the weather. He's getting some good rest on. So he's not here today, but this is our new time. We changed it from 3 o'clock to now 7 o'clock so more viewers can enjoy it because one of the things they kept telling us is we would like to see it too. So can you change the time tonight? Well, here it is, our first night show. And with me, I have Sylvia King. She is a good friend of mine that I met in Indiana. And I wanted to bring her here today because she has a wonderful nonprofit organization that benefits veterans. And she is in Plymouth, Indiana. And I want to introduce her to you, and she'll tell you all about herself, and we'll have a discussion. And hopefully, we can get some live people on here. And you have any comments and questions, please go ahead and give us a shout out. And if you see this, share with people. And Sylvia, welcome to the show of Battlefield Artisans. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. It's nice
Oh,
to be here. I missed you.
I miss you too. I did miss you. So what's new? I noticed that on your website has changed, so I'll put it up in a minute. But tell me, how you been doing?
We've been really busy,
Mm,
really busy.
I
Um,
heard you got some statistics last year. So what were your numbers last year? You
we
just
do. Let me start out by saying is that we are a nonprofit organization. We serve veterans and first responders.
mhm.
Last year, we served over 1,592 veterans.
Wow.
Which is huge. It didn't seem like it until we started, calculating every month how many veterans we were serving. So I was blown away
Oh my
at how many veterans we served last year. I have a wonderful staff. My staff is veteran and civilian
God. Mhm.
organized together. They work together to serve our veterans, which is amazing.
Wow.
Um,
And tell me, because a lot of people are saying, "Well, what is she doing?" Go ahead and give them a little bit of detail about your nonprofit and the company and what you do for veterans. Many people don't know. So go ahead.
okay. So what we do is we serve veterans, and we are not just local. We serve our local veterans, but as well as serving veterans that are out of state. We're based out of Indiana. We've served veterans in Florida, Texas, Jersey, Colorado, California. So a lot of the veterans are hearing about us, which is great. And we've been able to service all, veterans, not just locally. Now, local, we focus on homeless veterans, which 90% of our veterans that we deal with are homeless. And I know that's an ugly word to even say,
Mm,
let alone put that with a veteran, but
mm,
it's reality, right? It is reality. So when we have a veteran that calls, if they're homeless, we help them try to find housing. Once
mhm,
they find housing, we supply furniture for them. We give them food. So we try to keep them in a constant rotation of bringing them food every week because they don't, let's be honest, they don't make enough money on their disability.
mm.
Some of
Yeah.
these veterans are 60, 70% disabled and they just don't make enough money to cover groceries. And with the cost of food right now, by the time they pay their rent, their electric and everything else they have to pay, they're very limited on what they can spend for groceries. So
Mm,
we try to supplement that for them. That way they have food in the house. That way
mm.
they're not stressing about where their next meal is going to come from.
Right.
Um, we we got with Cultivated Foods out of South Bend. Every week they're supplying us with like TV dinners for our
Ooh.
veterans. And so we get, we supply them with the 2 weeks supply because every week we're getting these food, these meals in. So
Wow.
every week we have our veterans, and I've got a dedicated staff that delivers it to their home. They don't even have to come pick it up. We're actually delivering it to their home.
Wow. It's like almost Meals on Wheels, right?
Yes, but
Of
it's for vets.
the
Yes.
veterans.
Yes, it's
Okay.
yes.
I
Yep.
know that in Plymouth you've had some bad weather there. How has it been for you this week? I know y'all got hit with a storm really bad.
We did, and sadly, it was only supposed to be a cold snap.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, it came with a lot of snow, which caused a lot of our highways to be shut down. So 20
Mm.
bypass was shut down yesterday because they had a 15 car pileup.
Ooh.
And then 31 had two semis jackknife. It had, yeah, there was like three accidents on 20 just yesterday by itself.
Ooh.
So because of those accidents, our staff was not able to deliver food yesterday to our veterans
Right.
because at the end of the day, I got to think of their safety too.
That's right, and
So,
that's
but
absolutely right.
yeah, but today our staff, got food. They're getting it loaded up. They're going to be delivering food tomorrow.
Now,
Um,
do they get a double portion because of yesterday?
yes.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
very
so we'll
good.
get them fixed
That's
up.
very
Yeah,
good.
it's we can't prevent Mother Nature from
No,
shining her little ugly head, right?
no,
So, but we just do the
legislature.
best we can.
That's right. That's
Yep.
right. And I have here. I'm gonna present this so I can share my screen. Um, they can see your. Okay, hold on. There it is. Okay, there it is. So this is your Facebook page, your new Facebook
Yes.
page. I
Yes.
noticed something here different. So tell me about that. How did you come about that? Your
Yes.
logo
So
change.
so our logo behind me, okay, that logo at the time
Mhm,
when I created You Matter Too, it was based on my friend passing away who was a veteran. And
mhm,
during that mourning time, the boots, the helmet, all of that represents when a soldier has fallen or when they have passed.
mhm.
But in retrospect, You Matter Too doesn't deal with the ones that have passed. We're dealing with the living, right?
That's right. Right.
So we needed to change our brand, change our logo to be focused on the veterans that we're dealing with that are living, that need to be served, need some assistance. So we tried to liven it up a little bit and give
Right.
it more hope rather than despair. So if you look at our new logo, you've got your veteran, you've got your wife, you've got your child, right?
Mhm.
In that right there, we're focusing on families, we're focusing on veterans because if the veteran's in distress, family's in distress.
Right. And
So
I see
now
the pictures. This your staff?
that's my staff. That
Okay.
is my staff, and I'm so proud of them. They have all stepped up. Right now, I'm in Texas. My mom had some health concerns, so I've been down here since December 11th.
Wow.
And I tell you what, my staff has stepped up in my place. They are taking care of missions. We've got a new director of compliance, Earl, who has stepped up and he's been handling all my meetings and getting directives out there that need, the missions that we have coming across. Earl's been doing, he's only been in office, 15 days, and the man is just, he is making some phenomenal things happen for You Matter Too, and
You
I
have
appreciate that.
a commenter, Ruth Dilts here. She says hello there.
Yes, Ruth is my PRO. She's my public relations officer. Ruth
Okay. And
also,
who is her right here?
yeah, Ruth
She
is doing an amazing job.
is she in this picture?
Yes, Ruth is the third one from the right in the back. So
This
there's Chad, there's Bill, there's Ruth. She's the one
this
in
one?
the back row.
Her?
I can't see. If I'm
If,
looking at your screen, she's the one on the right. Okay, so you see
oh,
the
yes.
girl in the middle.
Yeah, here you go.
Go
Okay.
to her
Oh,
left.
yes, I remember her. I remember Ruth now.
That's Ruth. Yeah. And poor Ruth, we've had 2025 has started out so strong that
Mm-hmm.
we are getting bombarded. And Ruth has stepped up. She has done some amazing things. Like when I call her, she's on it. She's just, I'm right now, she is literally my right hand trying to get everything done for me. And, yesterday I was having a bad day and I'm like, Ruth, I need you. And she's like, I got you. I got your six. That's what she tells me. I got your six.
Yep, that's
And
our
she
motto.
does.
So
Ruth
yeah, I
is
see
a,
here. So yeah, I see here your let me see if it goes to it. Yeah, you're married to you have a Valentine Day fundraiser coming up, I see.
yes, yes. We are doing a Valentine's Day dance, which is going to be
Ooh.
really, really fun.
There better be
Um,
some salsa in there. That's all I gotta say.
If I could, girl, but no, we've got a band coming in, and what's cool about them is they play like a lot of songs from the older generation, so like
Ah,
70s,
retro.
80s.
We love the 60s, 70s, and 80s. You going
Yeah,
back?
so like Elvis Presley, the Isley Brothers,
Oh, they
things
go
that
way
they
back.
listened to when they were in the service. So I think it's going to be a really fun time for them, getting music from their era, trying to bring back a little, so hopefully some good memories for them. But we're supplying a dinner. We're doing, I believe, a lasagna dinner, a little Italian dinner, because Italian is romantic, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a lasagna dinner, and that's all included. So it's $15 for a single person, $20 for a couple. That
Okay.
includes their dinner, and there's a cash bar, and then the entertainment. And we're gonna have like raffle baskets and 50/50s, trying to raise some money for You Matter too.
It's good. Is there any okay, before I go on, you got Margaret, I cannot say the last name, but she said, "Hello, Sylvia. We got your six. I cannot wait for the Valentine's Day dance."
Yes, we're
Look
excited
great.
about that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
before I move on from this, how and where do we submit? Let's say I can't go to dance. I'm in Florida, girl. I'm enjoying sunshine. I don't want to be in the snow. It's okay. Where do I donate? Like, where can I go to donate? Do you have
Okay. So
here?
you no, you can go to our website,
Okay, right
which
here.
is the youmatter2inc.org. And
Okay.
as soon as you go up to that website, you're going to see a big, lovely, see the donation button?
Ah, donate. I do see that big button. So we go
Uh-huh.
here.
You go there and it'll take you and you can donate right there.
How
See all
to
the links?
Oh yes, and Square. They get Everwise Square. You can mail them a check, PayPal, and
PayPal,
app.
Cash App. We just added Cash App to our
Okay.
list of things where you can donate. So,
One that
yes.
you're missing, Zelle. Zelle is a good one too.
So the issue with Zelle,
Hmm.
because our bank is a credit union,
Ah, okay. Hmm.
it doesn't work. Zelle doesn't work for us. So unfortunately, I can't use Zelle. But
Oh,
I know
okay.
everybody's like, use Zelle, use Zelle. I can't. I wished I could, but
Hmm.
these are the ones that we can. Now, if you go to the Square site, you can actually pick how much you want to donate, and you can
Okay.
make your own, but those are the things. PayPal.
It's very
So
easy to navigate, so I like that.
And Ruth created this website.
I know it's a Wix. I see. Is it? Is a Wix set? This is gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah.
So
Ruth has put so
easy to
much blood,
use.
sweat, tears.
Very easy to use and easy to click, so it's easy to get this. Is welcome to YouTube Matter Inc. 501c3. People who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. By Rob Stiltzman. You Matter too, serving one veteran at a time. Our mission is simple. We're everyday people who want to make a change in serving our own veterans who are struggling in today's world. We want them to know they're not alone. You Matter too, U.S. We still stand and honor our veterans, serve them in any way we can. We all want a better tomorrow. Help us be the voice that makes that happen. That is gorgeous. I know I get choked up a little when you just said that because I was one of those veterans way back then when I was living in Indiana and it was a Christmas and somebody came knocking on my door. I'm like, who you? And I saw this beautiful basket that you gave me and I
Mhm.
was like so touched and I was like, oh my gosh. So it wasn't even as big as it is now because you've grown from them. Um um, Look, Ruth said no six Wix. I say yes.
Wait,
Yeah, it's Wix. Um,
yeah,
so yeah, so I remember that day, and I was home, and I still have that blanket. I still got that
yeah.
blanket. They
And
last a long time, and it was warm and fuzzy. It's one of those nice velvet. It was nice. I loved it.
yeah, we give you a nice blanket. But
Yeah,
the
it
fact,
was everything.
Jeanette, the fact that we served you, what year was that?
It was
28?
2020.
No, you were gone by then. I think it was 2019 or 2018.
Okay.
You've been gone for a while. But what impresses me is that we served you, let's just say 2018 for the sake of the story.
Okay.
the fact that you still remember how you felt that day and the impact that we made just by showing up and showing you that you mattered as a female
Mhm,
combat veteran.
mhm, mhm,
Okay, so let's thank you for your service and sacrifice that you did. How
mhm.
many years did you do, Jeanette?
20,
20
20
years.
actual deployments.
I think Ruth did 27. Ruth, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Ruth did 27 years in
Mhm.
the military. And the fact that I'm hearing on the news that they're trying to say that women do not belong in combat blows my mind. Four female veterans I know right now that have been deployed and have been combat.
Mhm. Mhm.
And for that, I take my hat off to all the women veterans who have put their sacrifice, their commitment for this country. You
It
matter
was,
as well.
yep, yep.
You matter.
And you know what's so funny? Women didn't get recognized for PTSD till 2021.
Yeah.
And it was a woman general who went to bat for us, saying, "How you gonna say that women don't have PTSD? We got PTSD too, just like you men, because we had to deal with this, this, and this, and this, and this. So how you gonna say that?" So
Right.
it was a woman general that I appreciated. I don't even know her name, but and then I was still on 90%. I didn't get 100 because I was still waiting for that PTSD to go through. And finally, when the woman and the government passed it, I don't know what happened there. It finally got approved, and then I was able to get 100%. But they did not approve of women in the service and recognizing anything they did. Ruth said that she was 21 years.
Okay, 21. That was close.
Thank you, Margaret. She said, "Thank you, Jeanette, for your service." So yeah, I definitely it does make an impact because I wasn't 100% in Indiana, not
Hmm.
yet anyway.
Yeah.
Um, so when you did come, you're the first company to ever give me anything.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. And that's sad
Yeah.
because it was like, and it was a surprise. And I will always remember it does impact. And I was
Hmm.
watching TV, and it was a nice winter also, and things like that. And somebody comes knocking on my door, and I'm looking at this man who happens to be a veteran. I'm looking at them like, "Hello." He goes, "Are you Jeanette?" I go, "Yes." He goes, "This is for you." I'm like, "What's it?" "This is from Sylvia." And, at that time it was Sylvia because they wanted me to know I said, "Well," she goes, "Thank you for your service." And I was like, "Oh
Hmm.
my gosh." And then we took pictures, and it had a blanket, it had toothbrush, toothpaste, a snack. It had a lot of stuff. And it was in a little round white, like a basket, one of those that you
Hmm.
do laundry. And it
Yep.
was so beautifully put together. I was like, "Oh my gosh." I know I took pictures. We did take pictures, and then I sent it to you. I don't know what happened to it, but I know the pictures are right there in my file probably. But yeah, it really did impact me, and I still talk about it because you're the only one. So the fact
Hmm.
that, and I tell people she's legit because I received something. I received the basket when I was there, so I know it's legit, and
Yeah.
that helped, especially when we ran your Christmas special and then the commercial that we did for you and everything. So we still love that we can serve you in a way. Our CEO, Jenny, she said, we're gonna do a mock-up for her, we're gonna do a commercial for her, we're gonna make sure that it's right, and we're gonna do it free of charge because of what you're doing for the veterans. We wanted to do that for you. And
And I appreciate that.
that in itself, you really touched heart. Jeffrey was totally in love with the fact of what you did, and he still is to this day. He is very touched, and he's a big supporter. So once you tell him I put this, I'm gonna go ahead and make something with this announcement also, because if Valentine's Day fundraiser, we can even do it online too. And we can do so many things for you because that's what our channel stands for.
Hmm.
Definitely, when this channel has two veterans, we have a man, Jeffrey, and me, myself, and we love what you're doing. And the more people find out, the more they can share this with other people, the more support you'll get. And that's our main goal, right? To get
Right.
eyes on your company, because this is very important. They don't realize I have an uncle in Puerto Rico who just passed away. He was died in 2015, and he was living in the street all his life, and he was a veteran. He received his 100%, and it was banking, banking, banking. When he passed away, he was able to leave money to his brothers and sisters who were still alive, and if they weren't alive, like my mom wasn't, he left it to me. And
Mm-hmm.
I never met him, but he left that because he was in the street. He. It wasn't that he didn't have a house. He had a house.
Mm-hmm.
Had a house, but my uncle could. Thought he was a Vietnam War, so he could not remember that he had a house. He lived in the street until his passing day, and everything was banking, and he was begging in the street because he really didn't know people until it affects you personally.
Right.
You can't understand what these veterans are going to. It's not that they want to be in the street. I mean, the government go ahead, they want to go ahead and give millions of dollars to all these wars going on, but they don't want to take care of the veterans after. What kind of
Right.
sense is that? That's
Right.
just crazy stuff right there. And I could
Right.
go on a binge with that, but I'm going to stay quiet, but it's the truth. That's why we have companies like yourself, that you make these companies because it's well needed. Look at the numbers that you say you served last
Yeah.
year. It's
Yeah.
amazing. And this year is going to get worse. If things keep going like this, we're going to have more. Um,
Yes.
yeah. So, oh, Jeffrey's online. Hi, Jeffrey. I hope you're
Hi,
feeling better.
Jeffrey.
Scroll to you. He says, "Are you looking for donations for the silent auction?"
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. And
Okay.
I'm looking for donations. So, money, it takes money to keep funding to serve our veterans. We just had a veteran last Friday that contacted us on Thursday and was literally getting ready to have his utilities disconnected.
Oh,
That's
geez.
how quick they come, and it takes money to serve these veterans. Now, there's a lot of things that we do that doesn't take money, right? Like the furniture. Furniture gets donated to us. We pay it forward. We give them that. Rides, it costs gas. Food doesn't cost anything because, like I said, we've teamed up with Cultivated Foods at this time.
Mhm.
But right now, Jeanette, the biggest thing that we're seeing is mental health.
Okay.
Mental health. I literally just yesterday, I had 3 veterans calling
Mm.
because they were having suicidal tendencies,
Oh.
suicidal thoughts.
Mhm.
And what I would like to do is get a class so my whole staff gets
Mm.
educated on how to handle a crisis phone call.
Okay.
Because this, between food, mental health, and the housing situation, those are our biggest needs right now. you
Mhm.
know and if we can't get the food that they need, of course, then we have to buy it, and we give them $150 allowance to get something, protein or whatever that they need. But
Right.
like I said, right now we need support. We need the financial support to keep going,
Okay.
because if this rate keeps up the way we're going, I'm not going to have the funds to be able to serve that veteran.
Mm.
And I don't want to see a vet without electric. I don't want to see a vet without water. I don't want to see a vet getting evicted from a home that they just got because we don't have the finances to serve them in the way that we need to. So
Right.
we are applying for grants right now. We're reaching out to sponsors. We're looking for sponsorship. We're
Okay.
really trying to make connections with other organizations to see how we can grow and still serve our vets.
That
And
is
at
very
the end of
important.
the day, if you think about it, all of this started because of one veteran, Scott
Mm.
Henry. And if
Mhm.
you look at our website, Ruth was nice enough to go in and make a page just dedicated to him. So now you can see Scott and who he is, and or who he was, I should say. If you look at the very first page and you scroll down, you can actually see Scott's picture now. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
And
Oh.
because of him, this is why we are where we are today. Because Scott did not get the VA assistance that he needed. He didn't get the health care that he needed.
Mm.
And
Mm.
he died at 45 years old.
That
So
is
because of
sad.
him, this is why we do what we do. Because I do not want to see another vet go through what he went through, right?
Mhm.
because all these veterans, they're coming back. They have no knowledge of the benefits. I'm dealing with one, believe it or not, I'm in Texas. The girl, I've already served two veterans over here,
Mm.
you know, and
Ruth said that
we're,
last year we did over 1,500 missions and expecting me more this year.
mhm. And
Yeah.
they're already coming in. It's January 15th. And on my list, just from Texas, I think I've already served 15
Oh my
just
God.
from Texas. Okay. So it's coming in, it's coming in, hot and heavy, and it's how we handle it and how we show up. The difference between You Matter Too and all these other organizations, we're
Yeah.
not just getting a phone call and saying, okay, we're going to send you money. No, we show up.
Mhm.
You're a witness to that. We
Yeah.
show up. We are there with you through the dark times, through the good times, right? We're not going to, you need something, whether it's just a friend to even talk to.
Yeah.
A lot of our veterans have created battle buddies. That way, when they're in a time of crisis, they can call and just have somebody to listen, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end
Jeffrey
of
is
the
my
day,
battle buddy.
when
Jeffrey
you
is
got,
my battle buddy and I'm his. We both
yeah,
bounce off each other.
right. And what would you do without that battle buddy?
I, girl, I don't know.
Right. But that's my point. Knowing that you have Jeffrey there to talk to, right?
Yeah.
A lot of our veterans, they're homeless. They have no family. They're by themselves. They have
Mhm.
nobody to talk to. And sometimes that's all they need is just somebody to let them realize that they're human, right?
And
That they still have a purpose.
do you have a line for veterans that just want to have somebody to talk to?
So right now we have the You Matter 2 phone number, and it's the 574-327-8095. The number is going down on the banner. Okay.
Right.
That is our You Matter 2 phone. And
Mhm.
if there's a veteran that just needs to talk, right, you can call us. We can put you in connection with other veterans of your branch.
Mhm.
If you're a Navy vet, we've got a Navy vet. You're an Army vet, we've got an Army vet. We've got Army vets or
Right.
Marine vets. See what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So if you need somebody that's in your branch, we have
Mhm.
those connections and they'll be glad to talk to you. And
Mm.
sometimes it's just a, hey, are you okay today? And
Yeah.
sometimes that's all that you need is just let me know that you're okay. Do you need anything? You
Yeah.
know, one thing doing this, we're already going on our ninth year, right? One thing I learned about you veterans is you guys are so stubborn. You're stubborn.
Well, anyway,
Right?
um,
You're stubborn.
yeah,
And trying
Ruth.
to get,
Yeah, Ruth said that she checked on 27 veterans every week. She checks every 27 veterans.
yep.
So, and people, these are very important. If you're watching this, it's not by accident. Please share this video in your social media. I'm gonna be sharing it on the TV, of course, multiple times. Also, I'm gonna be sharing it on all my social media. I'm gonna share it on platforms like the platforms of business also, so they can know that, hey, this is one company that's legit and they really need the help. So I was developed for Scott G. Henry, and it's turned into something, a necessity, to for everybody, really. So I see you have the board of directors there and everything.
Mhm.
And the you got a lot of stuff going on, and there's more events to donate. So to donate is very easy. I see, so I love it. And do you still have your motorcycle drives and things like that?
Yep. We're doing 4 events this year. 4 events. February, we've got our Valentine's Day dance.
Mm-hmm.
March, we're doing a St. Patrick's Day
It's my
brunch.
birthday. My birthday
Yep.
is May, March 18th.
We'll come back to Indiana in March. You can enjoy this, right?
Yeah,
And then we've got our poker run. We've got, oh my goodness, Ruth, help me out. Ruth is still online.
yeah,
We've
she
got
is. She's watching.
Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, our Christmas drive, our poker run that we're doing in August. I feel like I think we're going to do a yard sale this year as well. Um, and there's our pool tournament. We're also doing a pool tournament
Okay.
to raise some
I
money. So we're doing everything that we can to be kind of self-sufficient as far as raising money. But again, we can't do this without the generosity of people and companies and sponsors. And,
let
we
me
love what we do.
let me ask you this. Do you have like regular people that donate every month? Do you have a system where people can set up a donation? Like if I wanted to give $25 a month or $50 a month, do you have anything like that that
On the Square site, on the
this
Square site, you can make it reoccurring. Yes.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, I
Mhm.
noticed on the forms on your website, request for assistance form. Is that for a veteran to assist?
Yes, that is a veteran that needs assistance. So what they do is they fill out that form, okay, and then they submit it to us. And we also need a copy of their DD 214.
Okay, it's not coming up.
Their their DD 214 has to be an honorable discharge or equivalent to an honorable discharge. If
Oh,
you have dishonorable, we can't do it. We
oh,
can't help because you were kicked out for whatever reason, right? Very rarely do we come across that where it's not honorable, but we want to serve our veterans who are honorable. We deal with active duty as well,
okay,
um, and first responders.
okay. There's
So,
some
but that
forms, they're not coming up.
I don't know if you have to download it.
Okay. But it's okay. I'll go on. Okay, and how to help. Okay, so we got that, and then testimonials. I think I put my on. Yep, I did put on here. So yeah, you got all the
Hmm.
testimonials on here, which is really good. So that is great. Look at that. Oh, look at all these letters.
Hmm.
Wow, that is wonderful. Um, so basically, you have that, and you have reoccurring, and that's just I just don't. I'm left without words because it's such a vital part because I know that even the government says, "Oh, we'll help you," but yet it's like we don't hear from them and things like that. Um, okay,
That
Jeffrey
takes
wrote.
months.
Jeffrey said, "Tell her I'll make some up and send her some ink pens of mine." Oh,
Oh, thanks, Jeffrey.
I want to show you one of his ink pens, and you can see, for example, I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing here so people can see. Um, this is one of his ink pens, and it's a rifle.
Oh, that is adorable.
It's a rifle. Let me see in front of me, and then you go like this, and you go like that in the bottom, and the point comes out, and then you go it again, and it comes out. But this is a rifle, and this is the rifle case to the pen.
That is adorable. Where do I
It's,
go to buy one of those?
he he has a website.
You'll have
Um,
to send that to me. I want one of those, Jeffrey. I'm going to buy one. That is too cute. Because look, I just have this dull, not so cool pen.
no,
Okay.
and
But I
this,
love the sound of the, you know,
yeah, and this is
that's
another
my
pen.
favorite sound.
It is. It's fantastic, and
That
this is
is adorable.
this is a bullet head pen, and this is pure wood. You can see him on the TV when he makes it, and this is the end part. So of course you turn it, and then it goes poof, and now you have a full pen there. So this is a pen. He made it for my husband, and yeah, I took it anyway.
You're like, sorry, Ramon, this is mine.
Yeah, but he loved mine. That's why. And I say, no, you can't have mine. Mine is special, you
That
know.
is
And
wonderful,
if
Jeffrey.
Jenny was
Thank
here, she
you.
would show her pin. But no, he said he would make you some pins. So that's really cool. All you gotta do is reach out to him, and I'll send you his information online in
Okay.
the email.
Yeah, well, Jeffrey, you see my information going across the screen right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Those are all kinds of ways you can get a hold of me. Yeah, for sure.
And
But yeah,
that's
girl, it's been, like I said, since I talked to you at Christmas time, it has been like the floor is on fire,
oh
with
sorry.
veterans.
That's what we
And
want to do is put the floor on fire.
but
Once they know
no, that's
it's out
great because we're getting so many veterans that we weren't aware of, right? And if we don't know, we can't serve.
there, yes.
So they're coming and they're coming. And what's nice is that now, with our staff, I mean, our foundation is so solid. And I've been telling our staff, we got to get our foundation solid so we can build our house. Girl, we're building our house.
Oh,
We are building the house. And like I said, I am so proud of how our staff has stepped up. They
Mm-hmm.
see the mission. They don't have their own agenda. It's all about serving that veteran. And the
That,
fact that I have veterans and civilians working side by side for the same mission, that's priceless.
yeah.
That is so priceless. And like I
Very
said, I can't do this without their love and support, knowing that they have my six while I'm down here in Texas handling, things that I have to handle, right?
yes.
So I miss them all. Okay. I'm ready to come
Mhm.
home. I'm just saying.
She's giving y'all
Um,
a shout out. She misses you.
yeah.
Good when you get the head in charge mantra to say that they miss you. That is good. When you have a good team, that's what it counts. I know Jenny says she has a good team, even though it's just four of us. But it's good to have a good team that you can
It is.
handle your own problems, but at the same time, you know that you have the people behind you keep it going. They gotta
Yes.
keep it going,
Yes.
and
Yes.
everything. And that's
Because
so.
no matter who gives them purpose as well, and that's what I said. It wasn't for me, it wasn't about purpose, right? It was about making sure that my friend didn't die in vain, right?
Mm-hmm,
So because of him, now look at how many more veterans we served.
mm-hmm,
One veteran caused a ripple effect, right? And
mm-hmm.
now, when you've got almost 1,600 veterans that you've served,
Wow.
okay, that
Yeah.
right there, that number alone. And I even had somebody, are you sure with those numbers? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like
God.
we have paper, we have every mission we do, we
Right.
have it, so yeah, we just didn't pull that number. I think we've served 1,600 this year. No,
You
it's
got your name,
really,
you gotta lock it down and everything, right? Who you
yeah,
serve.
yeah, yeah.
So
And like I
it's
said,
legit. I can serve for that one, that's for sure. You know?
yeah, it's a good feeling. And at the end of the day, it gives me purpose, right? It gives me something to wake up to because if I don't show up for these vets, who is? If Ruth doesn't do what Ruth does, we can't do what we do. If Margaret doesn't do what Margaret does, we can't do what we do. Everybody has a special talent that they bring to the table. And
Mhm.
it's like gears, girl. It's flowing. And I am so excited to see what 2025 is going to bring.
Wow,
Um,
that is exciting. I am
yeah,
so
I'm really
excited.
excited.
And I'm so happy that I know you. And again, helping you to be on the table is our way of little giving back. We're not rich or anything, but
None
whatever.
of us are. If that was the case, I wouldn't need sponsors, right? I take that big tax write off at the end of the year. But you know what? Where
Yeah.
there's a will, there's a way, and God always provides.
Yes, he does, and I
God
truly
will
believe
always provide. And like I
so.
said, He has given me so many blessings already starting out 2025.
Wow.
My mom is on the mend. She's doing great. Everything is just falling into place. And like I said, you're going to pray, give it to God, don't worry, right?
Mhm.
But
That's
you're going to
right.
worry,
Let go,
then
let God, right? Let go,
that's
let
right.
God.
That's
So,
right.
all
And I
right.
know that, yep,
Yeah.
we're good.
So it is wonderful, Sylvia, to have you again with us. I wanted to go ahead and bring her back on because I felt that even though we were doing something already for the fundraise over there, we just wanted to bring you back so people can really understand what you do and how you do it. And I was just so happy to be able to bring you back. That way, Lord, you might have 3,000 this year, as much as I'm gonna run this on TV.
And
So
that's okay.
and
That's okay.
yeah, and as we grow, more people will see it, and then it's like constantly. So this is a really good opportunity for sponsors. If you're out there, if you're a big company, you want a good cause, a good write off, go ahead and just call Sylvia and just make that donation because it's worthwhile. I'm legit. I know I've received the blessing from them when I was there, and they really do this. So the fact that they're building a house and everything, whatever you can do to help this organization will greatly appreciate it. And I know she would too. So with that being said, we're gonna say bye now, unless you have any last words, Sylvia.
No, thanks for having us again. I appreciate Jeanette. I appreciate all the exposure that you're giving to us, and I appreciate your support. And like I said, if you know a vet that needs served, please reach out because that's what we're here for. It doesn't matter if we're in Indiana, okay? Because obviously we've got vets in Florida too, right? Did you know that we had vets in all 50 states? Did you know that?
Yes, I
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
We all came
So
from different states. I got friends all over the place.
right. So, my goal is I want to touch a veteran and serve a veteran in every state. That
Oh.
is a great goal to have,
Are
you
you
know.
having like, do you have like a map on the wall where
So
you
I'm that's my
really
next step
have
is I want to get a little map and mark them with little flags, every
it?
little
That's
town
what
that
I'm
we
saying.
serve,
Yeah.
because I think it would just be cool to see that, you know.
Yeah.
Right
If
now
you
they're all in my head. I know where we've been, you
yeah,
know, but I think that would be something amazing
yeah, if you
to
have it in
just see our
front,
progress.
yeah, if you have it in front, like you have a big map and then you just go, then you know where to target your states so you can finish your states. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, but while I'm down here, I'm actually going to go see the VA here in Texas because I'm taking a veteran to go get their benefits.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm still working You Matter too in Texas. So at
Wow. Well,
Dallas, Texas.
I've been to Fort Worth, right there in Texas. So they have a large. Have you been to the Fort Worth VA down there?
Not yet.
Okay,
No.
if you have, I have. They're really cool. You might want to go in and talk to them, tell them what you do, and leave your cards because they're another place. And I know for a fact they have veterans hanging out there. I see them all the time, and
Yeah.
especially the ones also in Dallas. Miss
Yeah.
Margaret says, "Bye, Sylvia. Miss you."
Okay. All right, girls. Well, y'all get to work. Tell them get to work. We got to get stuff done. So
But Fort Worth has a VA down there, and Dallas has a VA down there. So the DFW has vets that they don't serve everybody. When I was, as a matter of fact, when I was down there and I was visiting Texas, and I went to the DFW, the Dallas VA. There was a man, and he was saying, "Look, I have kids and everything. Do you have anything you can spare? Do you got $20?" And it's like, oh my gosh! And I'm like, okay, here, because it's they're there, and Texas is huge, so I
I
can't
know.
imagine.
I know. I had to drive to Las Calinas the other day, and I'm like, in my mom's car. Okay, and don't scratch my mom's car, girl, because I would not be able to talk to you today because she would put me in the
Yeah.
ground. I'm just saying.
So yeah, so it does happen. They'll come up to you and tell you, "I'm hungry, I want this and that." And if everybody would take just a little bit of their 10% and just head it over here, that would be good, you know.
Yeah, I
So all
appreciate
right,
it. I
Sylvia,
appreciate
thank
it.
you so much for
All right,
being.
Mama, thanks for having us. You have a good night, and you still do what you do. Keep doing it.
I tell
Good
you,
job.
we'll be playing this over and over on our channel. So go ahead and give Sylvia a call. If you're a big company or corporation, you know now where to donate to legit company. So please feel free to help this company. You matter too.
And
Okay?
it's a tax write-off. We
It
can
is.
give you a W-9. It's a tax write-off. We are an
Yes,
official
it
501c3. So
is.
any donation they make, we can get them a tax write-off. So that's
Yes,
the beauty about it.
absolutely.
Yep.
So thank you, Sylvia, and
Thank you.
Sylvia behind the stage. We'll go ahead and say bye until next week. Enjoy our new time. I'll be looking for the numbers. So thank you for dropping in and saying hi to Sylvia and hi to us. I'll see you next week with Battlefield Artisans.